Supreme Court just ruled in a case for a cursing cheerleader, Dan. And this is what you came for here today. And we love cheerleaders. We've always supported cheerleaders. And we will continue that support the rest of our lives here.
Not me. No? I think that's the dumbest shit of all time. Why does that still exist? Why does it exist in professional sports especially? Like the NBA has moved to dance teams, which is...
With dudes.
Yeah, it's got... So that, I mean, it's about entertainment at that point. But NFL cheerleaders are still just hot.
Yeah.
Like there's no... They don't do anything.
No.
It's like, what the fuck is the point of that?
They do cheer though a lot, Dan, and that's important. When you're down on the field that close, you need to see them there.
No, that's very flame retardant. Okay, that's how I'm going to start saying that, so I can't get canceled. Instead of calling things retarded, I'm going to say that they're flame retardant.
Very, very flame retardant.
This particular young woman, though, I do support. She, I don't know, is her name public? Yeah, because she was in court. So, Brandy Levy, who was 14 at the time. Mm-hmm. She was a freshman, expressed her disappointment over not making the varsity cheerleading squad. At 14, you'd be a freshman, right?
Yes.
So I don't know why she was so butthurt. It sounds like she's probably not the best.
You don't know. It depends on how small your town is.
Maybe, I guess. I don't know. But she posted something on Snapchat where she said, fuck cheerleading, I think. And
no, she said, so her exact quote was, fuck school, fuck softball, fuck cheer, fuck everything. And then that was kind of it.
Yeah, and... with a picture of her flipping the bird or whatever. So the school suspended her from cheerleading activities for a year. Now, the Supreme Court ruled that this was unconstitutional. An opinion written by Justice Stephen Breyer. The High Court ruled that the suspension violated her First Amendment freedom of speech rights. Clarence Thomas dissented, noting that he would have upheld the suspension. He was the lone vote. It was 8-1, this guy. I don't know what the fuck.
Clarence Thomas was the one that said...
Yeah, well, he doesn't like it when women are allowed to talk because he usually say things that he doesn't really like. Like, you raped me, for example.
Dude, Anita Hill got the wrong end of that fucking shit, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
She did. She was a political pawn. At any rate, they didn't foreclose schools from disciplining students for what they say off campus necessarily, though they did not spell out what or when schools could act. I think that's probably a mistake. Earlier federal courts ruling in the case would have barred public schools from punishing off-campus. An earlier federal appeals court ruling in this case would have barred public schools from punishing off-campus speech. I guess this supersedes it at this point. It still leaves it as a gray area. I don't know. Despite ruling in their favor, Justice Breyer said, "We do not believe the special characteristics that give schools additional license to regulate student speech always disappear when the school regulates speech that takes place off-campus. The school's regulatory interests remain significant in some off-campus circumstances." I would assume cases of like online bullying, for example. So if the Supreme Court had said, and this is the weight of being a Supreme Court justice, and I think these people take it seriously, frankly, as politicized as this shit gets.
I do too.
Over the last 2 months, you've seen them rule on stuff in unison more than I think in my lifetime I've ever seen. There's more 8-0-7-2-9-1 or 9-0-8-1-7-2 votes than I think I've ever seen. If they make a ruling like the lower federal court suggested that schools have no purview over stuff that happens off campus, if some kid is getting lit the fuck up on Snapchat or Instagram or whatever all the time and it's one asshole running the show, they can't do anything about that.
Right.
And that's probably not good, right? That's probably a mistake that set that rule up. So I guess in principle, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the oddest thing to me about this story is I know how much a lawsuit costs.
Yeah.
A bunch of them, actually. And to get to this level,
and
to
the
go
appeals.
to the Supreme Court, dude, who pays for that? Like, the only thing that I can imagine is if there was like some pro bono lawyer who came in and said, look, I will do this. However, when we win, because I think you'll win in Supreme Court, then we'll sue the school and then get that money and try to split it.
So I don't know actually if they represented them or not, but the ACLU is all over this today.
Oh, gotcha.
They're like, their tweets up on the screen. I don't know if you could see it or not. But if they didn't represent this girl, they're stealing a lot of valor. But,
wow. So the ACLU says, say it with us, fuck school, fuck softball, fuck cheer, fuck everything. We know our First Amendment rights and we will use them Oh, we will use them. Get the new Fuck Everything tee today.
Oh, wow.
Is this real? Are they selling T-shirts off this right now?
Wow.
Yeah, this is real.
That is pathetic.
Scroll down so we could see the.
This is one of the most pathetic cash grabs I've ever seen. This is a huge moment, by the way. And it goes back decades to when students were wearing armbands to protest the Vietnam War and were suspended for it and all this other stuff. The ability to make yourself heard, right, in a reasonable and calm way is a mitigating factor to violence. People, when they feel heard, don't do violent shit. When they feel unheard, as Martin Luther King said, riots are the fucking voice of the voiceless, right?
Yeah.
Or something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, but this is that's the. But why would you be surprised? BLM, their leadership's out buying millions of dollars worth of homes. The ACLU, of course, they're profiteering on this.
Yeah,
that's a real cunt move, though. By the way,
well,
Jesus Christ,
especially because they actually used to be very free speech.
Yeah,
right. Like they represent the
right kind of free speech, right?
Well, now it's the right kind of free. But back in the day, I mean, they used to represent the quote unquote Illinois Nazis from like Blues Brothers type of stuff. Yeah. And now it really is a fucking joke.
Man, that's crazy. So is that a real T-shirt that they're selling, or was that?
No, it's 100% real. I'll go to the fucking website.
So all right, if they're posting that, then clearly they probably paid for this case. And
I certainly hope so. I mean,